Travis. There you go. Look at that.
Look at that. Oh, is that?
He's bobbing. He's weaving.
Taylor Swift, queen of the stadium tours, Grammy magnet, fashion icon, and now Florida's newest chill neighbor. Yep, Swifties traded in the flashing lights and screaming fans for beachy sunsets and Boca Raton brunches. And honestly, according to insiders, she's loving the low-key life with NFL boyfriend Travis Kelce. I know, wild, right? From red carpets to Target runs. Okay, probably not actual Target runs, but you get the vibe. Word on the palm tree-lined streets is that Taylor's basically become a ghost in Boca. Not spooky ghost, just stealth mode. She's out there living her best unbothered life, doing morning walks with her bodyguards like it's just another Tuesday. Meanwhile, locals are losing their minds, whispering, "Is that her?" as she floats by in a sundress, sipping an oat milk latte or whatever pop stars drink these days. Insiders say Tay and Travis are keeping it pretty normal, which, for two mega celebs, apparently means dinner dates where people don't swarm them. Can you imagine? They recently had a little wine and dine moment at this cozy spot in West Palm Beach. She rocked some off-the-shoulder floral number and kept it chill in a button-down. Rumor has it she's still wearing pieces from that jaw-dropping $80K wardrobe Kelce supposedly splurged on. Casual. They're basically nesting at this Boca rental he scooped up after that not-so-great Super Bowl outcome. And Swifties picked up on all the clues, especially when Kelce hinted at, "We have chimneys and furniture" on his podcast. Translation, they're cohabiting, furniture and all. Apparently this quieter chapter has done wonders for their relationship. Like forget dinner reservations and private jets, now it's morning coffees, gym dates, and Kelce giving her massages. Yes, massages! Big Guy's been toning it down just to pamper his girl. Who knew football strength came with spa fingers? And get this, insiders say Gigi Hadid's sister might have planted the seed for this whole romance during a tarot reading. A tarot reading! It started as a go-for-it girl kind of vibe, and here they are, almost a year later, acting like two ridiculously rich retirees just vibing in the off-season. Just as Tay and Trav are giving retired in the Hamptons energy, boom! Mama just drops the mic of music announcements. She officially owns her first 6 albums. That's right. All those Taylor's version re-releases, they weren't just aesthetic choices, they were full-on boss moves in slow-mo. And now, Home Girl finally wrestled those masters out of Scooter Braun's clutches. After 6 years, a few shady business moves, and a whole lot of public sass, Swift is officially the captain now. Naturally, the internet does a collective cartwheel, and right behind it, Brittany Mahomes, sprinting to the repost button like it's the last pair of Lululemon leggings on sale. She's fangirling hard, calling Tay's victory just so amazing like it's not the biggest pop culture glow-up since Britney broke free. Not to be left out of the group chat, Patrick Mahomes taps the like button like a supportive hubby, while Travis hits it too because, duh, supportive boyfriend duties 101. And let's not ignore the awkward elephant doing a TikTok dance in the room. Taylor and Britney haven't always been the poster children for BFF goals. Rumor has it things got frosty over politics, but now they're clinking wine glasses, watching Chiefs games together, and hugging like long-lost sorority sisters at a reunion. Tay even brought Britney into her inner circle, introducing her to the holy trinity of celebrity gal pals, Gigi, Sophie, and Selena. That's some VIP-level forgiveness. And speaking of inner circles, guess who's redefining how to handle your ex moving on like a damn pro? Kayla Nicole, y'all! Yep, Travis Kelce's ex isn't throwing shade, breaking down on Insta Live, or subtweeting lyrics in all caps. She hops on her podcast and straight up delivers a masterclass in post-breakup glow-ups, with a side of self-respect and a full-course meal of emotional maturity. Who is this woman, and can she please run a TED Talk? So here's the tea. Kayla and Trav were on again off again for 5 years. That's not a fling, that's practically a long-term lease with emotional damage. But instead of going full Scorpio rage mode while Taylor Swift entered the chat, Kayla gets on her mic and tells her listeners to basically chill, sip some wine, and acknowledge when your ex's new girl is actually that girl. And let's be real, if your man's rebound is Taylor freaking Swift, who's out here snatching Grammys and owning her entire discography like she's collecting Infinity Stones, you kind of have to give her props. Kayla even drops a sports metaphor to explain her piece. Like if you're knocked out of the playoffs, you want the team that beat you to win the whole thing. That's not just sportsmanship, that's queen behavior. She basically says she'd rather be replaced by Beyoncé than Becky from accounting, and honestly, valid. And in a savage but elegant mic drop moment, she points out that it's way worse when your ex goes for a downgrade, because seriously, nobody wants to be stuck crying in their group chat, sending messages like, "he left me for her," and drowning in that messy energy. It's the kind of vibe no one wants to invite into their life. So, big kudos to Kayla for flipping the script entirely, choosing to hand out flowers instead of throwing them like darts, turning what could have been a drama-filled disaster into a classy, empowering move that's all about rising above the nonsense with style and grace. And speaking of flipping the script with grace, Travis Kelce is living his best boys just want to have fun life, sans Taylor for a hot minute. Travis is somewhere in Missouri, rocking a big old boys' night out with his brother Jason and none other than Patrick Mahomes. Talk about a triple threat of cool. Looking fresh and effortlessly cool in a slick black tracksuit, rocking a $225 trucker hat like he just stepped straight out of a high-end sneaker ad, with his arm casually thrown over Jason's shoulder, they were dancing like they just reunited for a 90s boy band comeback video. Their moves were the perfect blend of nostalgic swagger and playful energy, totally owning the moment. Meanwhile, Patrick was doing his absolute best chill quarterback impression, weaving smoothly through the crowd like he owned the place, casually chatting it up with celebs, including none other than Jason Sudeikis himself. Yes, that Jason, the very same guy who stole hearts on Ted Lasso. The whole scene was a masterclass in mixing philanthropy with a little mischief, all happening at the Big Slick Celebrity Weekend, which is basically the ultimate celebrity mashup for charity, bringing together stars to support kids at Children's Mercy Hospital. It was all about those feel-good vibes with a heavy side of epic football bros bonding, making the whole event feel equal parts heartwarming and unforgettable. And if you thought Travis was just there to sip fancy drinks and look cute, think again. This guy wasn't just standing around looking pretty. He was tossing footballs into the crowd like he was handing out free tickets to the hottest game of the season, sending fans into a frenzy with every perfect throw. But that's not all. He even caught everyone off guard by surprising Paul Rudd with a bear hug so powerful it probably knocked the guy's Ant-Man powers out of commission for at least a moment. Classic Kelce move, effortlessly turning a charity event into an all-out party, showing that giving back doesn't mean you can't bring the fun and the hype along for the ride. Meanwhile, across the country, Taylor Swift is breaking records like it's nobody's business, and not just on the charts. After years of legal back and forth that could make your head spin faster than a vinyl on a DJ's turntable, Taylor finally snags full ownership of her first 6 albums. Sources say she dropped about $360 million to reclaim her musical empire, which honestly sounds like the kind of flex only a pop goddess could pull off. It's like she leveled up from "you belong with me" to "I belong with my masters, thank you very much." The Swifties, her fiercely loyal fan squad with dedication that could easily rival the passion of a football crowd on an electrifying game day, went absolutely wild with excitement. The moment the news broke, they sprang into action, sending it viral faster than you could even blink or say "shake it off" 3 times in a row. Their collective energy pushed all of her albums back into the iTunes Top 100 charts like a tidal wave, and not just settling for 1 or 2, but snagging 4 top 10 spots simultaneously. Because why settle for a single hit when you can throw an entire party on the charts? On Spotify, she didn't just make a dent, she completely knocked off Bad Bunny, who had been dominating the streaming scene like an undisputed king, and claimed the coveted #1 artist spot, becoming the only woman to hit that peak this year. According to insiders close to the scene, Jack Antonoff was even caught passionately screaming along to "Getaway Car" in her kitchen. So you know this victory isn't just a fluke, it's real, it's heartfelt, and it tastes especially sweet coming from such an iconic collaboration. But that's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.